we're going to discuss your keynote story. And what I really mean by that is we've learned a little about different types of storytelling techniques and speaking techniques, things that we can do, things we can say, ways to think of how much time we have and what story we might tell, maybe what outcomes we're seeking and what we might mention, like who we help or how we help them or what it is our companies do or why we do these things. And so I want to discuss now why those things exist and why they matter. This is what I get most excited about in this whole month. So this month we've been talking about storytelling and speaking, and what we're going to discuss today is kind of how it all ties together. And I have a few mentors, I suppose, on this, and a few books I've read on this. And a lot of it's just, I suppose, perspective, what we see. And so one of the first things that comes to mind, I might use the whiteboard quite a bit today. When talking about stories, is a guy named Kurt Vonnegut, prolific author. And he had a failed thesis. This is a creepy eye. He had a failed thesis where he went on to say that essentially throughout history, I'm paraphrasing, I can't even really remember what he said, but like essentially he said it so beautifully. Essentially throughout history, stories have had shapes, and that the shapes of those stories are just as beautiful as the shapes of spearheads and pottery of ancient cultures, that the history of storytelling is just as important. And so I think that's what makes this my favorite topic that I kind of discussed with everybody. He was rejected as an anthropologist, Kurt Vonnegut, in telling this as his thesis, that a main character, right? We look at movies, we see the movie star on television, and we feel like we have a relationship with them. We look like invested in their personal decisions. We feel invested in their successes. We see them in movies and get amped up and get the chills and get excited or get worried. Or all these amazing emotions are through the storytelling. And that's what I want to share with us, is like our main character